Today is introduction day. Now, as you saw when I was giving Wild Bill just the tiniest of baths, just because I wanted to clean him off to make sure that he didn't have any stuck shed, and it just turned out to be stuck calcium. Because, you know, sometimes he gets through in his calcium dish after he kind of crawls through this water dish, and then he gets out and it all dries. It's a big thing anyway. But as I was soaking him, I had Calamity in here so that Cecilia in here so I could do an introduction for Cecilia for all you guys as I was introducing my entire family of geckos. She saw him and she gave the tail wag that said, "I don't like you, I'm gonna bite you." So if those two had been paired off, it likely would have ended in a fight. She was definitely not with it. So I'm going to introduce Wild Bill and Calamity Jane again. They've been introduced once, not for mating. This was the system I introduced them with before, where he's in there and then she's loose and then he has a chance to kind of see her and vice versa, because I want to give them a chance to see how they're going to react. I want to watch for tail wags. If I see either of them doing this, that means that they're not ready. If I see Wild Bill shake his tail like a rattlesnake, that means he's interested. And if Calamity Jane either ignores him or kind of stands still, it means she's interested too, or at the very least not annoyed. So that is what we are looking for while I do this introduction to them. They are getting ready to breed. She's 51 grams right now. I'd like her to be a little bit bigger, but she is ovulating. And a lot of times when they ovulate, they do go off of food. She only eats every so often now. She'll only eat a few worms here or there if I'm lucky. So I don't know. I'm going to just test the waters, see if they're ready, see if they're prepared, and then go from there. It's not going to be any time before this weekend. So this is just an introduction. This is not for mating purposes. It's just to see if they're both ready for this kind of a situation. All right, here we go. Bill is a little bit bigger. He's 80 some grams, and as I said, she's 51 grams right now. I'd like to chunk her tail out a little more, but she just might be a skinny girl. I'm not used to skinny girls because Cecilia, even when she was a baby, was a bit of a chunky butt for a baby. So she's chunky right now, and I'm just not used to seeing a normal size gecko tail. I put my hand in there so you could kind of see. That is a normal size gecko tail. Even he's chunking out just a little bit. He's on a diet. he's gotten a little chunky, but that's okay because he's cute. But now he sees her. And she's not interested. She saw him, her eyes locked on him. She's not that interested. She's more like, why am I in here? But he's showing, oh, there goes the tail rattle there, guys. He is interested. We have interest. We have an interested little man. We have an uninterested little girl. I'm going to give her a second to kind of take a peek-see at him. Come here, baby. You see him? And she's walking away, so she's not wagging her tail in anger or in stress. And he did give me the tail wag, so I think this pairing could happen and be fairly advantageous. He is a little bigger, but from what a lot of breeders have told me, when they're bigger than their mate, they tend to be more gentle, especially with their nips, because they do nip each other. You are going to see when we show you the mating ritual, they do nip each other. There is a little bit of biting. Nothing should break the skin, or the scales, I should say, so it should be safe in that way. But there is a little nipping, and they said that when the male is bigger than the female, they tend to be far more gentle. Because, of course, the ultimate goal is to have a baby. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. They want to have they want to go with their line. So it's very important that that they're gentle and that they can, make sure that the mating is a good thing. So there we go. We had a tail rattle. We had someone who's not very, well, she's showing a little interest now. Just kind of creeping up to look at him. Her tail is still somewhat still. This should be, now they're both together. Oh, they're kissing their first kiss. And her tail is still not wagging. So this is good. This is good, guys. Their first meeting went off without a hitch. She's not wagging her tail. He shook his tail in interest. They are both kind of looking like, hey. And you could also get like a size differential between them. She's looking at him. He's ignoring her now. So yeah, I think this is going to be a good mate. They both showed very little. He's looking at me like, Mama, no, come on, Mama, please. I don't want a wife. I'm not ready to get married. Oh no. But there you go. That was the meeting. And it went well.